Hello, hello. It's a Tuesday. Welcome to my page. Today we are going to do some Seint makeup. Seint is a cream makeup. It's where you have everything you need to do your entire face in one palette. It's so simple. It is cream. You start with these 3 shades which make up your entire foundation. We love Seint. Yes, we do. So let's get started. Today I'm going to use my smudge brush to place, and then I'll come back with my 3D brush to, sorry, that's a powder brush, with my 3D brush to blend. Okay, let's go. Now, we're going to dip into the contour. Ladies, if you have not tried contour yet, you need to. Where it goes is on the hard parts of your face, and you just put it up there to frame the face, give it some definition, and to define like the cheekbones. Feel for that roundness of that cheekbone. Start about the corner of the eye and go straight up towards the ear. There we go. Over here, this is not contour. That is loss of volume from a weight loss that I have. I have it on both sides. You want to go on the cheekbone, and my cheekbone is above this. So we're going to go right here. There we go. And we are lifting the face as we are putting this contour on. I don't know about you, but I'm in my late 60s and I need everything to go up, not down. You know how it goes, ladies. Yes, indeed. Now we're going to come right here to this jowl, and we're just going to go right along the jawline just to give that a little bit more definition and to create a shadow. And this shadow is going to hide this turkey neck that I have. So it is what it is. Aging is not for the faint of heart. We're also going to contour the nose. Try to stay right on top of the nose into your natural shadows. And what this is going to do is once we brighten it, make it look just a little bit more elongated and just a little bit narrower than it actually is. Now you can also come up to give your eyes a little more depth and just attach it. See how I move my eyes back to give you a little bit more depth just by attaching it to your eyebrows. Now we're not going to leave that there. We're going to blend it, which I'll show you in just a minute. Now contour, you get a lot of bang for your buck because you can use it as a lip liner. You can use it to fill in your eyebrows, and you can use it as a 1-shade eyeshadow. It is good stuff. Contour, again, is going to be darker, look like it's not supposed to be on your face if you go back to where we use the 1 shade, but it's good to work with and it's easy to learn. Now, we're going to come to our brightening shade, and we're going to brighten the center part of our face. There we go. We want to bring the highlight here so that this is where everyone's eye goes when they look at us. And now we're going to come right down in between those 2 dark contour lines, and look how immediately narrower my nose looks. I'm telling you, it's amazing what you can do using the correct colors or correct shades in the correct areas. Now, let's catch the Cupid's bow and the center of the chin. Now, we want to brighten our eyes and give them a lift. But we don't want, I have crepe skin under here, we don't want too much of anything to go into that area because it will make the crepe skin and the wrinkles appear worse than they actually are. So we're going to do the inner and outer corners of the eye. I'm going to come a little bit down the nose because that kind of frames the nose a little bit more. Again, inner corner, then we catch the outer corner. And because we need that eye lift, we're going to create a focal point, and we're going to do that just by going straight up into the temple with that same shade. Can you see how it lifts my eye? This one, when you look at me, it goes up just a little bit more. So let's give this one a lift too. And again, we're just tapping our brightening highlight, or what some would call a concealer, to give us that lift. Now, we are done with our concealer. You can also just change the shape of your face, sorta. So we're going to start from the corner and go straight up towards the top part of the ear, and that's going to give you more of a lift. Again, the corner of the mouth, diagonally up towards the top part of the ear. And again, we're doing this with our concealer or our brightening highlight shade. Everything we want going up. So now we're going to come to our main shade, and the main shade is like a filler shade. We're going to put this where we don't have any other makeup. And as you notice, this is the shade that is closest to my natural skin tone. I have rosacea. You can see I'm pretty red here. It's not really active today. There's no stinging or anything. And I always catch the corners of my nose because it's always red there. Now, we're just going to keep tapping. And again, we don't want to go into the other line. You want the ends to marry. You don't want to overlap because we want one layer of makeup. And then let's just come up here. Now you can see I have my contour shade, my main shade, and my brightening shade. That's the 3 shades I used. And I'm going to use my finger. This is a shade called Lovespell. Lovespell is so beautiful. It is a purpley brown. Sorry, I just lost internet. It's cloudy here today in Southeast Louisiana, and I live in the woods, so my internet is terrible. I apologize. So here we go. We are just going to, since it's a lip and a cheek, it's going to be our blush shade as well. Now I am going in between my contour and my focal point or brightening highlight. There you go. It's like paint by numbers, color by numbers. It is so easy once you get the hang of it. Now, I like a lot of a blush, so I'm really going to pile it on. How much do you put on? As much as you like. So everything I used is in this palette, and it's my whole face. Now, we're going to blend. Cream makeup does need to be set. So you can either set now at this point, or you can use a setting spray, setting powder when you finish. So it doesn't matter when you use it, you just need to use one of the two. I prefer a powder because I like a little more of a matte finish. So it just depends on what you like your makeup to look, what you should use. So let's start blending. So we're going to start at the jawline, and we're just going to circle around and then drag it down our neck. See, we want the shadow to be there to bring our chin forward, and that way there's not so much emphasis on the neck. Now, I have a turkey neck. It's either a turkey neck or a double chin. If you have a double chin, which I did have before I got the turkey neck, you want to start about halfway between your ear and where that jowl is. And you want to come down further than I did and then back up and then blend, because that will create the shadow to make that double chin move back to where it's not as noticeable. Now, is it still going to be there? Absolutely, it will. But it's going to look better. And that's what we're trying to do. We don't want to look like we're still in our 40s or 50s. We're looking and embracing our age, our 60s and 70s and 80s, but we're being the best we can be. So now we're just going to stipple, which is gently tapping and blending this makeup to where it wears like a second skin. So let's just keep tapping. Now I'm going to do the main and the brighter shades first and then come back and catch the contour. I just did my neck first or my jawline first because if I don't, I forget. So we're just going to stipple, which is gently tapping and pressing and spreading this cream makeup. And again, we're going to come up and just get all of this blended together. You don't want to circle blend like this the way we were taught. That works if you're using one shade. But since we have strategically placed these shades, we need to strategically blend. So I'm just going to keep tapping. And then this brush is so cool. You got the fluffy end and then you've got the dome shape in, which is wonderful for those corners. And what we're doing is what little bit is on the brush is what is going underneath the eye. So nothing is going to settle into those fine lines and wrinkles that I have down there or that crepe skin. Look at that. It's more of a natural look and it's really, really pretty. Now it's buildable. So if you want a deeper coverage, you just add a little bit more product, not at first, but after you blend. Then you go back in and you can just add in the areas you need to add just a little bit more product if that's the look you're going for. This is a medium coverage. I like a light to a medium coverage. To me, a full coverage just doesn't look like me. So this is more what I'm comfortable with. So we're just going to continue to stipple. Now, we took the time to contour our nose, and if you blend too much, you can blend cream out. So we're going to use the heat of my fingers just to do my nose. See how you can see the contour is there, but it's not distinct like it is on my, my cheeks and my forehead. So we're just going to continue to stipple. And now we get to the contour. Contour is a little bit different of a consistency. It's, for lack of a better word, maybe a little bit stiffer. So we do need to circle blend it. So we're just going to gently circle blend it, go all the way up into the hairline. You don't want that white scalp line. See? And just keep going up into the hairline and just little circle blends. Now, see what I meant by you've got your darker shade, main shade, and your brightening shade. But when you stand back and look at me, it all works together. It brings my forehead a little further down. I have a very high forehead. So it brings it just a little bit further down. And again, it's lifting my cheeks. Last thing we have to do is the contour and the Lip&Cheek. So, or blush. So we're going to tap and then grab that Lip&Cheek with the contour and drag it up into the temple. Same thing over here. Little tap, grab the blush or Lip&Cheek and go right up into the temple. Just a quick into the inner and outer corner. And there you go. There you have it. Everything I used was in this one compact, and I used this one brush to blend. Now, 4 shades, and it is cream, as I said. So therefore, you can see, let me smile, it's not settling into my fine lines and wrinkles. Just be sure everything is blended, and again, just gently tap. Now, I love this setting powder. It's not from Seint, but I want to show you what it can do because this is the glow of Seint. It's a little bit more of a glow than I am comfortable with. So I like to, as I said, set with setting powder. So I just flip my can upside down, take the top off, and I'm not going to use this much, but it'll go back in. So that's just what I like to do. So I'm going to take a really, really dense brush, tap, and then just come around and look at the finish. Have you ever seen such a flawless finish? It kind of blurs the wrinkles. This is great finishing powder. And there you go. It will last all day. It's not going to settle into the fine lines and wrinkles, see? And it just gives you that more of a matte look. So it just depends on what you are looking for. And you see I used very, very little. So back in and put the top back on. There we go. This is the greatest makeup I have ever used. Now, if you are a setting spray person, then Seint has a wonderful setting spray. You can spray your face, then blend, or blend and come back and spray your face. It's strictly up to you. I live in Southeast Louisiana, so it's very humid here and it's very hot. We're still like... we're in the hundreds and it feels like it's 100 plus. So it's really, really hot out there. So what I like to do is use the setting powder, and then I can come back with a tissue if I perspire, if I'm outside too long, and just blot. And at that point, my makeup stays, it doesn't run, and it doesn't fade. So what do you think? I love these Seint products. This is your compact. It fits in your purse. It's TSA approved. And your entire face is right here. All you need to do is add a little bit of mascara. Seint has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? You have nothing to lose. If you get your Seint product and you aren't 100% satisfied, you mail it back and they refund your money. It's just that simple. So how do you know which of these 4 individual shades are right for you? You need a color match. All you have to do is either put match in the comments, or I will have it listed in the copy once I get off of here. And you just follow the directions, text to the telephone number that's there. It'll send you the link. You fill it out. The color match is totally free, and you're under no obligation whatsoever to buy. I appreciate you sharing your Tuesday afternoon with me. You be the reason someone smiles today. Again, please like, follow, and share my content for more mature skin makeup tips. See you next time. Bye.